Nerdrotic.com.
So right after Sydney Sweeney, very popular. I'm sure it's her talent, her assets. You know, she trolled Madam Web on SNL, which was kind of funny.
You might have seen me in Anyone But You or Euphoria. You definitely did not see me in Madam Web.
But then you get this. X-Ray Girl, you're going to have to read it because the print is too small for me, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. So does it bother you when people write nasty reviews? She says, unfortunately, I'm not surprised that this has gone down the way it has. They ask, is there a reason for that? And she says, it's so hard to get movies made. And in these big movies that get made, and it's even starting to happen with the little ones, which is what's really freaking me out. Decisions are being made by committees, and art does not do well when it's made by committees. Films are made by a filmmaker and a team of artists surround them. You cannot make art based on numbers and algorithms. My feeling has been for a long time that audiences are extremely smart and executives have started to believe that they're not. Audiences will always be able to sniff out
you can say shit. Bullshit. I'll say it. Bullshit.
Even if films start to be made with AI, humans aren't going to be effing wanting to see those.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll cut for you.
But it was definitely an experience for me to make that movie. I had never done anything like it before. I probably will never do anything like it again because I don't make sense in that world. And I know that now, but sometimes in this industry, you sign on to something and it's one thing. And then as you're making it, it becomes a completely different thing. And you're like, wait, what? But it was a real learning experience. And of course, it's not nice to be a part of something that's ripped to shreds, but I can't say that I don't understand.
Freaking absolutely based, brilliant response. Hollywood would still be in trouble, but they wouldn't be in the trouble they're in this badly if the actors just responded and the directors, if James Mangold had responded to Indiana Jones to set, like, all you have to say is, I did the best I could. We had a really hardworking crew, and I hope you like it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need to say. Well, it's the reason there's a fellowship of 199, and these media outlets are dying, and Hollywood is dying, is because while certainly writing by committee, running it through algorithms, I would argue that their algorithm is flawed because it's corrupted by DEI. If they just ran a normal fucking algorithm, they might actually do better. I'm not saying it's great, but they would do better. But they're running a flawed algorithm by forcing in things that people don't want. DEI is segregationist. That's what it is. It's segregationist. It's antithetical to art. It's antithetical to life. And we've talked about it before. But the one major factor that nobody talks about is the audience. You pissed off half the audience. You pissed off half your customers. So you can retool the algorithm. You can go back to basics. And they probably will, or some will try. It is never going to get all of that audience back, ever. And now they know they're in kind of a post-industry. And it's going to have to retool itself and make itself something else, but it'll never be the primary form of entertainment that it was even in 2019. It will not reach those heights again. It won't.
No, it's almost like movies are becoming culturally not as relevant.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. Games are more relevant. YouTube is very relevant. You know, whatever you think of that. But movies used to be this connecting thing, and now it's become so divided. And the fact that that's used in the marketing, look what happened with Kenobi, right? And remember the character Reva, all that stuff. What nonsense. They knew they had a bad show, and the way to cover to CYA, just cover their asses, was to reach to attack the audience. The same audience that loved Lando Calrissian and we're begging for Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams, to be in the Star Wars sequels. Eventually, he had a bit part in Episode 9, which was whatever. But still, like, you can't attack the audience for one thing, and then, like, I've known this audience. I am the audience. I have been, like you, Gary, older nerd, been going to things, going to conventions, and been around nerd space, and going to comic shops, and all this stuff just got bad recently. Mm-hmm. And by recently, I mean the last, like, maybe 10 years-ish.
Yeah, I think we're going on almost a decade, but I mean, things really went south when TDS infected Hollywood. That's another thing that media will never talk about is TDS and Me Too. TDS and Me Too completely jacked Hollywood in a way that, remember, they've survived so much stuff. Hollywood has survived so much stuff, but it looks like they can't survive themselves. And TDS and Me Too, and all DEI is Me Too 2.0. It's a power grab. It's a power grab. That's all it is.
Yep.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.